Nice little exercise for us today. So what we're going to be looking at is essentially paradiddles, but we're not going to just be looking at the single paradiddle, we're going to look at the double paradiddle and the triple paradiddle. Now, if you don't know the difference between those three things, essentially the single, double or triple is explaining the number of times we play the singles. So for instance, paradiddle is paradiddle, double paradiddle, there are two paras, paradiddle, triple paradiddle, paradiddle. Now, when we learn these, we tend to kind of fall into the trap of always just accenting that big first note. So if we're doing paradiddle, it's always the first note, diddle, paradiddle, etc. If we're doing doubles, we accent the first two notes. So paradiddle, paradiddle, etc., etc. Same with the triple. So what this exercise is a little bit of sneaky sort of work for the hands, because all we're going to accent is the very first note of each one, and that's it. Okay? Now, the goal here is not just to get those accents in, it's actually to work on breaking apart those sort of dynamic levels so that the first note, the pa, if you will, is going to be as loud as possible, and all those other notes are going to be nice and ghosted and relaxed. Okay? So, nice and slowly at first. As I say, we're accenting just the first note of each one. So, paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Nice and easy. And with a double, it's just, again, it's that first note. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Okay, and then again, same with the triple. Paradiddle, paradiddle. So the goal here is that we play each one 4 times. Paradiddle, 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 and run out of breath while you're saying it as well. So the goal here is to link all 3 of those together 4 times around each one. So okay, and back to the beginning. So, don't think about speed for this yet. The idea is, like I say, it's to build up the dynamic control. Okay, so as I say, the goal here is not speed, it's really trying to work out those differences between the dynamic levels. Being able to play those quiet notes as quiet as possible and those loud notes sort of as loudly as possible, and really just picking up the hands at the right time. What we want to focus on is, again, just smooth motion, those little wrist whips to get those accents in, not worrying too much about all those other notes and just playing those as quiet taps. Okay, goal tempo, probably around 140 to start with, but that's a goal. Okay, start slow, work on the fluidity, then build up to those speeds.